Right, this video what we're going to look at is proportions, unit rates, percentages and averages. So these are the things that we've done so far in this unit. And we're also going to do some things on similar figures, which is to do with scale drawings and stuff like that. So what I'm going to do, I've made a worksheet here. Ideally, you should go through all of this yourself with a partner. You should work together, try to get answers. Nearly all of these problems can be solved in some way using proportions. Attempt all the questions, and then at the end you should come back, because this worksheet is going to be on Moodle, and the video is me showing the solutions to the worksheet. So what you should do is attempt it yourself first and then check your answers. And there's no harm in getting them wrong when you try it the first time. That will give you something to look for. It'll give you an error to look for when you're doing your corrections. So for a lot of them, I'm just going to show you how to set the proportions up. You can finish it off and solve it with a calculator if needs be. So first one here, straightforward. Let's have a look. We're talking about pizzas and price. So I'm going to write pizzas on top, price on the bottom. You can also do price on top and pizzas on the bottom. It's going to be the same. So this is part A. So what are we going to get? We know that 12 pizzas costs $19.20. And then we want to find 7 pizzas costs X. Okay? So you do your cross multiplication to solve that. That's part A done. Okay, that's A. Now, okay, so you're going to solve that then. Over here you're going to get X equals whatever by doing the work on your calculator. So again, for part B, I'm going to do pizzas over price. And like the first time, we know that 12 pizzas cost $19.20. So we want to know how many pizzas cost $14.40. Okay? That's how it works. So I'm not going to give you the answer. You should be very easily able to find the answer with your calculator. For example, in this one, you're going to do 12 times 1440 divided by 1920, and that's going to give you your answer. All right? Next one. So, again, Mark can run 4.5 kilometers in 33 minutes. So what we're talking about is kilometers over minutes. So, 4.5 kilometers, 33 minutes. We want to know how long would it take him to run 6.5 kilometers. So 6.5 kilometers, how many minutes? Okay, you're using your calculator, you're going to get your answer. So you're going to do 33 times 6.5 divided by 4.5, and you might get a decimal as your answer. I would say on this one. Part B, again, we're going to keep with our kilometers over minutes. I always write this down because it just helps me to visualize what I'm doing. So 4.5, 33 minutes, that's how many kilometers in 20 minutes? You solve it for X. Okay, next one. So we're talking about kilograms to burgers. So write down A here, so we're doing kilograms to burgers. Okay, so I know 1.89 kilograms makes 9 burgers. We want to know how many kilograms for 13. Okay, now that's not finished. Remember to solve it, find out what X is. And for part B, I'm sticking to kilograms over burgers, but remember you could do burgers over kilograms as well. That's a B, by the way, which maybe I'll change to this type of a B because I know it confuses people. I'll do a cursive B, just because people sometimes think it's a 6. Okay, so what have we got? We've got 1.89 kilos makes 9 burgers, and we want to know how many burgers from 0.84. So 0.84 kilograms, how many burgers? Okay, and solve it by using your calculator. So let's see. This one. So part A, so he walked 6.4 kilometers in 60 minutes. And then part A says how many meters would he walk in 25 minutes. So that means to solve this problem, we're going to have to talk in meters. We're not going to talk in kilometers. So we're going, instead of being kilometers over minutes, we're going to do meters over minutes. All right? So what we're going to have is meters 6,400, because there's 1,000 meters in a kilometer. 6,400 over 60 equals how many over 25? Okay, cross multiply and solve. Now, how far would he walk in 1.5 hours? Now this is more of a level 3 because there's more kind of unit conversion and changing over. So in this one here, well, we'll talk about kilometers because the question is in kilometers, but we're not talking about minutes anymore, we're talking about hours. Okay, you see the way he says hours here. So, what have we got? We know that he could do 6.4 kilometers in 1 hour. So we want to know how many kilometers in 1.5 hours. Okay. And again, as before, use your calculator to help you cross multiply and solve. So next one. I think these are all pretty easy. Joe can read 15 pages in 9 minutes. Maria can read 20 pages in 15 minutes. Okay, so I want to find out who's the fastest reader. So there's a couple of ways you can do this, right? For example, you could reduce both of them to 1 page. Right? So you could see Joe, 1 page, how many minutes? You could do Maria, 1 page, how many minutes? Whoever does it in the lowest amount of minutes is the fastest reader because it takes them less time to read a page. You could also do 1 minute. You could reduce Joe to 1 minute and you can see how many pages, and you can reduce Maria to 1 minute and see how many pages. Whoever reads the most pages in 1 minute is going to be the fastest reader as well. So I think that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to look at Joe first. So what I'm going to decide to do here is I'm going to do pages, minutes. So for Joe, 15 pages in 9 minutes is how many pages in 1 minute? Okay. So you're going to do cross multiply, and in this case, right, I'm going to help you to solve this one. So it's going to be 1. So it's going to be 15 times 1 is 15, divided by 9 is 1 and 6/9. So 1 2/3. 1 2/3 pages in 1 minute. Okay, that's what that means. Okay, because that's what the x is. 1 2/3 pages, 1 minute. And now I'm going to do Marie. So Marie can read, again, it's pages over minutes. 20 pages, 12 minutes. How many pages? 1 minute. Okay, so I'm going to solve that for you really quickly. 20 times 1 divided by 12. So 20 divided by 12 is 1 2/3. 1. It's 1 2/3 as well. And that replaces the top there. So what that means is that they both read the same amount in 1 minute. So you can say they're both the same. There's no fastest reader in that case. Both the same. Alright? So, for how many pages can each read in 30 minutes? So you want to find out then how many pages can Mary read in 30 minutes, or Maria, whatever her name is, and how many pages can Joe read. And it's the same because they both read at the same speed according to this. So I'm just going to find out how much. So let me see. We're going to do, this is part B. I'll do that in blue, sorry. So we're going to do pages over minutes. And we know that for both of them, they read 1 2/3 pages in 1 minute. So that means how many pages in 30 minutes? and you can use your calculator to help you solve that.